Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. We have a great show for you today. We're actually starting with the Friends of Music, who is celebrating their 20th anniversary season.
They have their first performance of the year and would love to invite everyone. We're actually going to get a taste of it in a moment, but first, let's learn more from Usa King, Diane Iacco, and Liam Boyd. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having us.
We don't want to also forget you, Bonnie, over there on the piano, but we're going to learn a little bit about this performance. And since we're talking about the 20th anniversary of Friends of Music, kind of tell me the mission of the group.
Well, the mission of the Friends of Music always has been about the community outreach through music. So having this great project, we're actually bringing a lot of musicians in, as well as presenting the music out to the community. So this is actually very consistent to what the Friends of Music has been doing all this time. So it's a great way to celebrate their 20th anniversary.
Definitely. Now, Amahl and the Night Visitors, it's beautiful music, but it's also challenging. Right. So I'm wondering, how did you pick that as the production?
Well, this always has been quite a passion for Diane. I remember about a couple of years ago, Diane actually came and talked to me about it, and I wasn't really aware of the program. And then we actually had very fortunate experience actually presenting it once about 2 years ago. And for the 20th anniversary, we really thought, okay, let's really expand it a little bit more, really bring more people from the outside and actually let the community know a little bit more about it. So that's how we actually chose this. And the storyline is so beautiful. It's such a wonderful storyline, just packaged perfectly with the great music. So we really thought it would be a good project to actually bring it in.
Well, as you were saying, it's such a beautiful production. So how did you go about doing the casting? I see we're already in our wardrobes, I guess.
Right. Well, St. Philip's is quite fortunate in a sense that we have wonderful members who are professional musicians, such as Diane and Bonnie, and so we already had a lot of casts in place, but at the same time, we really wanted to expand this time, because last time when we did it, we had a child from St. Philip's who actually played the Amahl, but we actually did an open call, we actually did an open audition, and we had Liam actually come and audition for us, and who's from the Tucson Boys Chorus, which was fantastic. And, you know, we heard him sing, and we thought, all right, he's it.
Perfect for the part.
Yeah.
So, Liam, what does it feel like to be in such an amazing production with all these professionals?
It's an amazing experience, and it's definitely helped me evolve with my singing, and it's just the biggest production I've ever been in.
That's amazing. And Diane, who do you represent in the play?
I represent Amahl's mother. I'm a widowed, poor woman who has a boy who happens to be disabled, crippled, and we're very poor. But we're fortunate to get visitors one evening, and it turns out to be 3 kings, and that changes everything in both of their lives.
Wow. Well, I know we're about to see a short performance, but first, you know, I want to talk about really quickly that these proceeds actually are going to benefit the organization as well. So tell us how that's going to happen.
Well, some of the proceeds is going to help the UK residency of our youth choir. Not only that, this whole production is actually helping in so many ways, because we have an open dress rehearsal on Friday where some of the younger kids from our after-school music program, also as the local school Imago Day, some of the kids are invited, so they'll actually be able to enjoy the show in a much more relaxed setting, and they kind of get to see some of the what's going on behind the scenes in open dress rehearsal. So you know, not only the proceeds is going to help us with the UK residency, but it's also going to help kids to experience some of the cool behind the scene parts.
Wow, well, I think this is incredible. It's an amazing show, and I can't wait for the production. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to make sure our viewers have all the information to come see you live.
Great.
To see Amahl and the Night Visitors at St. Philip's in the Hills Episcopal Church, just go to 4440 North Campbell this Saturday. There are 2 performances at 4:30 and 7:30. For tickets, call 222-7277 or go online to friendsofmusictucson.org.
Now enjoy a preview performance from Amahl and the Night Visitors.
Something's disconnected.
Poor.
Don't cry. Can you sing Don't Cry?
star.